We've all been there, right? You're stuck in a line, you're watching the clock, and you start wondering if this is even worth it. It's just this universal frustration. But what if waiting itself could be completely flipped on its head? Today, we are going to dive into the tech that's turning those chaotic, stressful lines into super calm, controlled experiences. So, think about the last time you walked into a busy bank branch or maybe a government service office. Did someone just, scribble your name down on a clipboard or hand you one of those little paper tickets? It feels kind of old school, doesn't it? Well, for a lot of these essential services, that's still the reality. And it creates this huge bottleneck right at the front door. And really, this slide just lays it all out perfectly. The old way is total chaos. You've got staff shouting names or numbers over a noisy room. You've got potential customers who see a long, messy line and just turn around and walk out. And the no-shows, they're just killing your efficiency. But the digital way, it's all about calm and control. Quiet little alerts sent right to your phone, way fewer people leaving, and a massive drop in no-shows. So how do we actually get from that chaos to the calm? Well, the answer is in something you probably use every single day, the QR code. So let's officially introduce the tech that's at the heart of this whole transformation. It's really as simple as it sounds. It's a system that completely replaces the physical line with a virtual one. A customer just scans a QR code with their phone and boom, they're in. They can see their spot, they know how long the wait is, and they get a text when it's their turn. And here's the best part. No app to download, no special hardware, just the phone that's already in their pocket. And in a place like a bank, they can even choose why they're there, like account opening or customer support, right from their phone. And this isn't just some niche trend we're talking about. The market for this technology is expected to be worth over $800 million by 2030. A number that big tells you one thing. This is a major shift in how businesses are handling their customer flow, all because people are demanding smarter, easier experiences. Okay, so we know what it is. But what does this actually feel like for the person waiting? Let's step into their shoes for a second and see how this creates a totally new way to wait. This quote right here, it absolutely nails it. The biggest change is freedom, pure and simple. You are no longer chained to a crowded waiting room, anxiously staring at a screen. That feeling of, oh no, what if I miss my turn? It's just gone. And the process itself, it could not be easier. It is literally 3 steps. You scan, you join, and you get a text. What's wild is that the whole check-in process takes less than 15 seconds. Now compare that to trying to find the right line at an insurance office, figuring out who you need to talk to, and then waiting for them to manually process your info. It is night and day. So let's just recap why this is such a home run for customers. First, no app to download. That's a huge barrier gone. You get live updates on your phone, which gives you total freedom to wait wherever you want. And here's the real kicker, the big psychological win. This kind of system can reduce the perceived wait time by up to 35%. And why is that? Because it gives people control. When you have control over your time, when you can grab a coffee or run an errand, the wait just doesn't feel as long. All right, we've seen how awesome this is for the customer, but what's in it for the business? Let's flip the script and look at how this system basically puts your operations on autopilot, giving you this amazing bird's eye view from the dashboard. This thing is basically the command center. Your staff gets a super simple dashboard where they can manage multiple queues at once. You could have one for consultations, another for claims, a third for general inquiries, all from one screen. No more shouting, no more messy paperwork. They can even project wait times onto live display screens. Plus, you get these powerful analytics that help you schedule staff better. And those smart alerts, they can slash no-shows by 30%. Oh, and the best part? You can get a system like this up and running in about 5 minutes. Seriously. Now we get to the part that really matters, the results. I mean, an efficient system is nice, but does it actually help the bottom line? Let's look at the real, tangible impact and see how all this calm actually turns into revenue. An 85% reduction in complaints about waiting. Just let that sink in for a moment. That is a massive leap in customer satisfaction. It frees up your staff to actually focus on giving great service instead of just managing frustrated people. And this chart here, it breaks it down even more clearly. You get fewer complaints, which, guess what, leads to better online reviews. You get fewer people walking out, which means you're serving customers you would have completely lost before. And all of that adds up to more revenue. It's a straight line from a better operation to more money in the bank. So the bottom line is pretty simple.
You serve more people more efficiently, your happier customers leave you better reviews. You're maximizing the capacity of your space, whether it's seats, service counters, or consultation rooms. And you do all of this without having to hire more people. You're just doing more with the team you already have.
Now, you might be listening to all this and thinking, okay, this sounds amazing for a big bank or a hospital, but can my small business afford it? And that's a totally fair question. This kind of tech can feel a little out of reach sometimes. Well, the companies making this software get it. A whopping 78% of small businesses want to try something before they have to buy it. And that's exactly why so many of these Q systems offer free starter plans. It lets a little coffee shop, a local clinic, or a barber shop try out the tech and see the results for themselves with zero risk. So we started with this universal problem, waiting in line, and we ended with this incredibly simple solution, all powered by a QR code. It takes a moment of pure frustration and turns it into one of freedom and control. And that leaves us with one final thought. If we can so easily solve one of the oldest, most annoying problems in customer service, what other unsolvable problems are we about to crack next? Maybe the future isn't about managing problems anymore, but about designing experiences where they never happen in the first place.